Hi RxD. We've made it through another week. I hope all of you are okay. I miss you all very much. Uh, let's get right to it. We have our Saturday workout for April 4th. As some of you guys might have noticed, NC Fit changed the names to their workouts to kind of distinguish if they're more home friendly or if you happen to have a bit of equipment at home, and then you might be able to do something like the NC45 workout. But the NC30 workout, which is now called Nchiit, is designed to have very minimal equipment, maybe just a pair of dumbbells, and still using that backpack variation that we have been doing. Unlike the NC45, which might start to incorporate more barbell work, heavier dumbbell work, heavier kettlebell work, stuff that requires more equipment. So our Nchiit for Saturday, April 4th is going to be first workout, 3 sets of 2 minutes of each movement. So the first movement is going to be a backpack swing. If you happen to have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, I'm going to recommend you use that. The second movement is going to be a backpack reverse lunge, alternating each rep. And the third movement is going to be a Turkish get-up. Now, most of these movements are awkward with your backpack, so if you have the ability to use something else, definitely do that. But if you have your backpack, that's all we got, and we're gonna make the most of it. So it is 2 minutes of each movement. You're trying to achieve max repetitions within the 2 minutes. As soon as your 2 minutes is up, you go into your next one. Once you finish that third movement, which is the Turkish get-up, you can rest 1 minute. And you are going to repeat that for 3 total sets. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, demo the movements and show you the standards. That way we know what's up. First thing is going to be a pack swing. I don't have a kettlebell, so I will be using backpack. I'm gonna focus on the same things we always do. Feet in our squat stance. I'm gonna have my pack by the handle. I'm going to allow my hips to sit back. Pack goes behind me. I'm going to squeeze them forward as that pack comes up. That is our backpack swing. We can also use our backpack for the reverse lunges. We are comfortable. Holding in the front rack is what I'd like to see. And I'm just going to reach my leg back until my knee touches the ground, and I come to standing. So from the side, please make sure that you're stepping long enough to where we're not doing any of these. It should at least be 90 degrees and 90 degrees with our legs. The next thing we have is our Turkish get-up. I'm going to demo one time for you guys, not really talk it through, just so you can see those points of performance. What I'd like out of this Turkish get-up for you guys is to pause in each position. Even though we have 2 minutes to do this, it happens to be a long time. You'll probably get 2 to 3 reps in per arm. I want you to make sure that we're not rushing through. So here's our Turkish get-up. Again, I want you to watch specifically this part of the video to make sure that you know all those points that we're trying to hit. I'm not going to go over it, the hand to the elbow to the shoulder to all the steps. Pick the one that you think you kind of forget to do or have the hardest time doing, and just rewatch that and make sure that you have it. So that is going to be our first part of the workout, and then we have a finisher, which is going to be 2 to 3 sets of 8 single arm high pulls, so an upright row, 30 flutter kicks, and 8 half kneeling presses. I like this as a cool down for you guys, as well as some corrective exercise work. So here's what it should look like. Take my dumbbell, have my hand facing me. We're just going to lead with the elbow and try and get this dumbbell at least up to my chest. I should feel this in my traps, not so much in my bicep and my arm. Go as high as you are able to without doing one of those. That is our single arm high pull, 8 on one side, 8 on the other, into flutter kicks. So we need to be able to hold a slight hollow position for this. Otherwise, I would just do alternating V-ups. Press my low back into the floor. I got my feet up. And I'm going to switch my feet, not super high. If anything, you're just trying to control your movement as much as possible. And the last thing is going to be our half kneeling press. I really like this pressing variation for you guys, as most of the time we forget to use our hips. So this is going to allow you to dial in your hip positioning. And for some of you, it might make it easier. For some of you, it might make it harder. For those of you that when you press, you happen to kind of lean those hips forward. So we don't have the ability to do that. So we're just thinking about the upper body in this one. So I'm gonna take my dumbbell. I can go whichever leg back. I like to do whichever side is pressing, the leg is back. And you can hold neutral grip, regular grip. Lock your abs down. And we're gonna press that dumbbell into lockout. So it's 2 to 3 sets. Challenge yourself with these by creating a tempo, going slower, and making sure that everything is just super perfect. This is your Saturday NC HIT, formerly NC30